Alright, welcome to a guide to the Seraph Shield mission, aka Revision 0, the exotic weapon. I'm going to try to take a stab at this guy while actually playing the activity to kind of show you guys what I mean, what I'm saying, so people don't get confused with what I mean with a certain buff, a certain door, a certain switch, etc. And I'm just going to cut out anything that's like fluff or filler. So pretty much I'm going to show the entrance here and then get straight to the point. You kind of just want to Eager's Edge here, or I guess just crawl as normal, as intended, and then get to the base, kill the Sugger, and then you're inside. So from here on, I'm going to go into the mission, and let's head there now. So the first combat location here is going to start teaching you the scannables of this activity. The first one is scan. Later on, you'll get operator and suppressor as well. Basically, the same things as the Deepstone Crypt Raid if you've played that. If not, all good. So the first buff here is scanner. Once you pick up the glowing enemy that has that buff, you can pick it up. And what this lets you do is scan or hack objects near you to progress the encounter. So here, it's having me hack these plates, and this is what's going to start the activity and make one of the pods come down for me to go up into the spaceship. Puzzle combat, and the other part being just physical combat. Here, it's going to teach you to put the augment into the station to open the next door. Once you pass through one of these barriers, it strips your augment if you have one, if you're with a teammate, and it says, you know, augment turned off, blah, 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 if you had multiple people with them coming in. And here, you kind of restart the process. So what you're going to do is kill the enemies here, and then you're going to need to find the next pathway to go, whether it's a vent, a door, etc. So right now, we are locked out. However, you can pick up scanner once this guy spawns right here. Pick it up. Then there'll be a scanner here. And then you hack that. Once you do that, there's a vent right here that you can go through. Just came from. So you do this, and there you go. And then you go back to the way you just came. Ignore this. This is for the pulse rifle. There's a ball to shoot in there, but it doesn't mean anything towards the mission currently. Again, I'm going to put the augment into the machine, which will open the door. And then we go to the next section. So again, here we'll repeat the process, and this time it's going to be a little slightly different, but more of the same. Kill everything, and then there will be something for you to hack, and I'll show you where it is right here in a second. Just need to clear out these jabronis real quick. So the first one will be right here by these vandals. Then after that, you want to go ahead and hop up here into this vent, which will lead you to the next location. Let's just hop around. These, you can just wait out for them to disappear. Or if you want to be fancy, you can just do that as well and not die like I almost did. This part, I actually forgot to mention one small thing. You pick up the scanner. You look which part you need to look at. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. You need number 2. You got to memorize that, because you're going to put this into the machine, go in here. This will strip your buff, by the way, if you try to come here with scanner. And then you're going to need to push the same lever that you just saw on the outside, which was number 2. Bang. Keylogger activated. And then it opens the next door for the next encounter. So from here, it kind of gets a little combat heavy. As you can see, there's a bunch of shanks. There will be some fallen turrets shooting at you as well. So this part you kind of just have to grind out. You can't really rush it too fast or you will die. Once you get upstairs, this is the next section of the mission. Here is once again scanner, and this is the final part for scanning, at least for now. Again, you're going to kill the vandal and then clear out the entire room, because you're going to need to focus a little bit on playing the memory game here. So once you're done clearing out fallen, there's going to be a couple of layers to this room. You're going to need to read from the bottom layer and the top layer in order to get the information that you need, at least when you're doing this the first time around. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. Let me just kill this turret. So you're going to need to enter in this room. You may have noticed that the floor is already glowing. You're going to be reading where to go from the top side, and then use that information to walk across in that room and get to the objective that you need to. Note, you can't just hop around or float around, otherwise it literally cooks you like you're inside a microwave, so don't try that. So, here we go. You read the top room. You're going to see that number 3 on the left, number 2 on the middle side, and then number 1 on the right side are the scannables that you need. So 3, 2, 1. Now you go down a level and you're going to see that the floor is colored. You need to step on the panels that you see as colored, otherwise you die. So you need to navigate yourself across and hit the correct levers and go over there, do the same thing, head over there, and do the same thing to get past this part. So let's see if I'm smart enough to follow that pattern myself, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn up. 1, 2. Go over here. Make sure you're not dead. Nice. Okay. And then we're going to hit this one. And then we're going to go bang, bang. Head over here. We need to hit number 2. Head to the final one. Go 2 squares back. And then finally hit number 1, and that should do it. And there you go. That's how you beat this part. Now, once this part is cleared, this room takes your augment. As you can see, there's a barrier thing here once again. You don't need scanner here anyway. So once you move on, this part specifically, if at least when you're playing as a team, make sure that you slowly do this part because it can soft lock you. I did this with my team when the activity came out, and not once but twice it soft locked us because, I don't know, we were killing stuff too fast, whatever it may be. So we ended up killing stuff very slowly to not soft lock us. And the way I was able to read whether we got soft locked or not was when the hives spawn in the next room, if there are no shriekers, you are fucked. If you hear shriekers, you're good. But if you don't, you're fucked. Also, on normal, you should hear voice lines from LC Bray as well. So if you don't, you might be screwed. If you get soft locked, you'll know because you can't progress forward. Just wanted to note that. So this is the scanner part. Sorry, the operator part. For operator, you just press panels. Pretty simple. So the idea is you're going to need to press certain panels to get through certain doors to progress in the activity. So as you can see, the hive are right here. Hopefully, the next room has shriekers, and I didn't completely screw myself. For the next part of the operator, you're going to go into this room. You may have already seen the thing. It's right there on the wall. You press it, bang, there you go, door open. So thankfully, we have shriekers, which means the activity did not lock on me, and we should be fine going forward. This part is going to be just killing a bunch of hive to get through, and once you kill the hive, you will need to find a little vent to go through for the next part. So the vent is right here, in case you care. I don't know why I just melee cursed through all, just, you know, leave me alone, don't worry about it. Alright, you're going to crawl into this vent and hit this switch with your operator buff. That'll trigger the next portion of this fight, which is going backwards in the last room you just entered from. And then you're going to go into this vent right there. And you will do the exact same thing. You're just going to avoid these enemies or kill them, whatever you want to do. And hit this right here, which will trigger the next part. And essentially, you're done with the hive. At this point, you're going to want to go into this room and then take a left. By the way, quick note, that room over there has a, I don't know if you'd call it a secret chest, but there's lasers, and there's a chest over here. If you have Eager's Edge, you can sometimes get through it to collect the chest if you'd like. It gives you a weapon. If not, just wait till we get the upgrades for that to turn the lasers off. So this is the next room you go into, and for this, you need to kill a yellow bar sentinel in this room in order to make the servitor spawn, and once the servitor spawns, there will be a keycard from this guy that you use, right there, there it is, and you will be able to dump your operator augment into the machine after these guys are all dead, and that'll progress you to the next part of this mission, which would be, I guess, the boss fight, the first boss fight of the mission. I don't know that's what you're going to call it, but here we go. Use augment, bang, we're in, augment stripped, and this is the first arena. So essentially, this boss fight is just tanky bosses, the video game. You're going to have a boss here, spawn in, giant hive knight, very tanky. You're going to get him down about a third health, and then that will spawn in a bunch of fallen in the entire arena, and 3 brigs. You need to kill the 3 brigs, kill the fallen, and then you can progress forward into that doorway over there. The fallen and the brigs, and then you kill those to progress through this part. So I'm just going to quickly show you right here. He's not that beefy, but the brigs are kind of beefy, at least when you're solo, I imagine. So he's going to shield up and then run away like a little coward. And the brigs are going to spawn in. There's going to be 1 here, and then 2 in the back over here. Take them out in whatever order you'd like. As long as you just kill them and they don't kill you, you'll be fine. So I am going to speed this up real quick, but there you go. There's the brigs right there, actually. Good timing. kill them and move forward, and that's where we're going to go right now in the footage. Alright? Oh, look at that. He's dead. 1-2 punch. Nice. For this next part, I'm not even going to talk. Just watch. Isn't that fucking awesome? Alright, well, anyway. So, this is basically Deep Stone Crypt, the Jumping Puzzle Part 2. You're going to be on platforms outside, jumping from beam to beam, killing enemies, such and such, and the operator buff will eventually come into play here. Once you clear most of the enemies, you're going to be looking for a vandal to kill to get the operator buff. Once you do, there's going to be switches on walls for you to press to get more platforms out for you. Fun fact, while I'm killing these idiots, you can actually go to the, real jumping puzzle for Deep Stone Crypt here. That is located, well, I'm blind right now, but if you head backwards towards over there, you actually take platforms to the, right from that angle, and then actually find the literal jumping puzzle from Deep Stone Crypt, and then head upstairs towards that, if you felt like it. But anyway, so you're going to be looking for symbols like these right here on the walls, as you can see. So you press 1, 2, and then 3, and that'll drag out the platforms for you, and then you just continue to climb up until eventually you will hit the next area. It's pretty much the same as the Deep Stone end of the jumping puzzle. You will have enemies to fight there instead of Briggs. I believe it'll be like 2 hive ogres or whatever, such and such. There you go, you can see for yourself. Yeah, 2 ogres, some hive. Clear these out as you wish with whatever you want. So you head into this room, and this is where it'll start mixing op with scanner. There will be an op vandal for you to kill here, as well as a scanner vandal for you to kill here. So you're going to kind of want to juggle both buffs temporarily, at least. So you're going to use the operator buff. Sorry, I'm just killing enemies here. You're going to use the operator buff, shoot these things on the walls, whether it's this one or this one. So you can shoot that one and shoot that one. That'll open each of these doors. Right here, as you can see, is a scanner. So the idea here would be to put your op buff in the that's into the machine right here. Then you'll pick up scanner, and then you'll hack 2 terminals. So there'll be one right here for you to hack, and then you go into the opposite end right here. Don't get killed by this turret. Hack that. And then you are good to go from there. So you proceed into the next door. Here, it'll be more of the same. There will be an op buff and a scan buff. For the operator portion of this, it'll be on the wall right there, as I'm staring at it right here. I just can't shoot it currently because I don't have operator. I still have scanner. So for scanner, your object will be right here in this room. Right there, as you can see. So I'm going to dunk my thing into the machine now, so I can get operator and do that. Once you're done with that, you go to this glowing thing, and then you're teleported to the next part where it'll teach you suppressor. So you're going to be killing the vandal here, and then once you're done with that, same thing as Tanix in Deep Stone Crypt. You're going to shoot the boss, head over to the next circle, bang, and then bang. And then what this does is it opens up this door. You're going to shoot that to break the shield on the servitor. And then you will break the servitor. And that's it for this part. So that effectively teaches you all 3 mechanics in this mission. And you just got to head to the final boss at this point. So to give you the short end of this, basically this is reskin Tanix with just a little twist added on top. So this is going to be the exact same fight that you would normally have with Tanix. And you're going to have some turrets to shoot down while you're doing this to kind of break his shield. That's pretty much it. So right now I'm just damaging him. Ads will come out eventually. There you go. You have some score in here, so I guess that's different technically speaking. But the suppression buff is exactly the same. And then shooting turrets down, you'll need to go into that doorway right there in the middle, and then one over here on the right side. So here you go, you find the suppressor upstairs. You're going to pick up suppressor. It's going to tell you where to go to mark down Tanix. Excuse me here, Tanix. I mean, Praxis. Sorry, I keep forgetting your name. And then this will trigger the first half of his shield to go down if I don't just mess up my jump here. This is number 2. And then once I get to the third tether ball here, right there. So this is going to open these doorways. As you can see right here, the drones are there. So you shoot down these 3 drones, and this is what breaks their shield. And after that, they're damageable. And that's an entire cycle. After that, you go over to Praxis, quote-unquote, and then you beat his ass until they lose another chunk of their HP bar, down to 33%. And after that, guess what? You repeat the process all over again until they are dead. Let's skip to the end, shall we? Alright, well, the OBS footage corrupted, so the boss kill did not save. That's great. Here's footage of our team doing it instead. That's the whole mission. You go to the exo frame, pick up revision 0, and then you're done with the mission. Seems like the catalyst will be upgradable next week, and then the following 3 weeks after that. And hopefully it's available through Legend. We'll see. Maybe it's available through normal as well. But that's all the info we currently have right now. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Like, share, subscribe. This helps the channel. And catch you guys in the next video.